So temperatures, as you know, hitting some of the hottest all year. And while that can be fun for the pool or maybe even playing outside, hot summer days can also pose a risk for kids left in cars. So we're joined by Jennifer Walker from UH Rainbow Injury Prevention Center with some very helpful tips for parents. Jennifer, it's good to see you. Thanks for being with us this morning.
Thanks for having me. Nice to see you.
This is always a tough topic, but it's something that we have to talk about, right? So we'll pull the Band-Aid off. And I think a lot of people, and even doing research at the top of every article is, how does this happen? It can happen to anyone.
It can. And typically it happens to good, loving, caring parents. And it's, a time where their brain is on autopilot. And it's usually when there's a break in the routine and they aren't normally the one who takes the child to daycare. Something is different, and they've had the baby's fallen asleep in the back seat, and they've gotten to work and gotten where they were going, jumped into their day, and forgotten about it. But this year we're seeing a little bit of a different case where normally about 25% of the cases are where children have actually accessed the car on their own. So they've gone out and been playing and gotten trapped in the car and have not been able to get out. This year, it's actually 47% of those are the types of cases that we're seeing. So it's we're at 15 deaths so far of children in cars this year nationwide, and 7 of those were actually where the children accessed the vehicle themselves and were unable to get out and were trapped and no one knew they were in there. So we thought it was a good time to really remind parents just some really easy, simple, lock the car when it's in the driveway.
Sure.
Teach kids not to play in the car. Even, when you're with them, don't make it a place where they go and play and pretend to drive, because then they think they can do it on their own.
Even mine have done that. They find it as a fun playground, especially being outside with the pandemic and trying to get out of the house and finding creative new ways to play. But it's always important to educate yourself. So you did an experiment, right? Talk about that. And we have some pictures we're going to show too.
Sure. One of the reasons it's so dangerous for children to be in a hot car, even for a short period of time, is the car heats up very quickly. So even if the temperature is not super hot outside, the car's temperature is going up at a really quick rate. So we placed a thermometer yesterday in my car, parked in the surface lot, and then an outdoor thermometer, and kind of tracked how those temperatures changed throughout the morning.
And you began at 9:30 that morning, right?
We began at 9:30. I had driven to work, parked my car, ran upstairs to get the equipment, ran back down. So it was 77 degrees outside. And within the couple minutes I was upstairs and got back in the car, it was already up to 82 degrees in the car. And within that first hour, while it was still only 77 degrees outside, the internal temperature on my car went up to 120 degrees. So in just 1 hour, it raised almost 40 degrees. And it continued to raise throughout the day. It got up to 132 degrees in my car by the end of the day, and it was only measuring 83 degrees outside. So the car really does, it can heat up 20 degrees in just 10 minutes. So that's one of the things people need to remember, is that even a quick trip into the store, even in these COVID times, if people are nervous about taking children into an appointment or to the store, leaving them in the car is not a safe option, even if you only anticipate it being for a short amount of time.
And give us a couple more tips. I've heard even putting your bag, your purse, something in the back seat to remind you that you have to reach back or turn around.
Right. So to alleviate the challenge with the child being forgotten in the car, it's setting some reminders for yourself, setting a reminder on your phone, putting things in the back seat that you'll have to grab, your badge for work, your cell phone, your work equipment. So that you are forced to turn around, even putting a teddy bear in the car seat when no one's in it, and then moving it to the front seat when someone's in it, so you remember that there's someone in the car, and then locking the vehicle when you're not in it.
And Jennifer, legislation it has been introduced, but are there laws for this? Should we know the laws for Ohio? Will this help?
It's really not necessarily a law. I mean, it's a child endangerment at some point if you're leaving your child in that. But people will call. I mean, people will call Children and Family Services. They will get involved if it's something that puts the child in danger. And that's the other good point, is if you see something like that going on, to say something. Let someone know in the store. Let someone know in the doctor's office, so that someone can make sure that child gets out quickly.
And even technology. And as we wrap this up, I mean, technology, how about car seat technology? Has that Is that in the works, something that would go off, some kind of alarm?
There are some car seats that are trying to build in technology with an alarm. I know even in my vehicle, it'll say if something's in the back seat. So I think vehicles and car seats, they are coming along. I think the biggest risk there is, with any type of equipment, there's always risk of something malfunctioning. So we really want to rely on ourselves the best that we can. Sure. and really just take some extra precautions.
All right, something we need to talk about that can be preventable. Jennifer Walker with us this morning. Jennifer, thank you. Appreciate it. Good to see you.
Thanks, you too.